Welcome to another episode of Career Mode. It's part 8 of the Austrian Grand Prix here at Austria. That just came into it, yeah, lads. So it's we're 16 points behind Nico Rosberg, championship leader, Lewis Hamilton, getting that win in Canada after quite a tricky race, quite interesting. So if you've missed part 7, go check it out on my channel. It'll be in my channel, so go check it out. And that's where the standings lie at the moment. And then in obviously in the Constructors Championship we're 135 points, quite far away behind Mercedes, so I don't think that's going to be on this year. But we're doing a good job in second place, closing that gap to Nico Rosberg, which is what we need to do in the championship. Here in practice we actually got P1, so it looked pretty decent. So looking ahead, I think we've got a good chance, but I did do a bit of a run in the Williams round this circuit, and the tyre wear is horrendous. It is terrible. So I got a feeling it's a 3-stop race, and punches will possibly happen. So I don't have high hopes for this race as such, but this will be quite an interesting race in terms of what we can do. So we'll have to try and consider what we have to do here.
Thanks for joining us on this Saturday afternoon, where qualifying is about to start here in Austria. So sit back and enjoy the afternoon session. This is going to be an interesting session. Who's going to come out on top in qualifying today? Having spoken to many people in the paddock, no one seems to have an outright winner in mind.
It is certainly difficult to predict. I would say it's advantage Mercedes, but you can never rule anything out. I reckon we are probably looking at 3 or 4 teams who can realistically fight for pole position today.
Right guys, that looks quite interesting for us. So our setup, get Jeff to pass our tablet over for the qualifying. A one-shot quali, we were just going to go for one lap. Obviously not one shot, obviously short qualifying, but we're going to go for that. Spielberg setup, here we go. We're going to go straight for it. Out we go for our only lap at Spielberg. Corner curling is a bit of a problem around here, so we'll see where we get on. Here we go, lads, for qualifying at Spielberg. We'll try everything we can. Down the 5th gear, the car feels very different to the Williams, so it's a bit unusual. But we're going to clip the apex, get a nice run out the corner. Go up the 6th gear, now 7th gear. Playing up the revs. It's about 200 miles per hour-ish before going down the 3rd gear, checking it into the first corner. Getting it just right, a little bit of track ascending there, not too bad. So this flying speed of this Red Bull is not particularly good, but it is their home circuit. We want to impress the bosses at Red Bull. Down the 2nd gear, once again. Getting it very tight. I think as we go. Now 6th gear. Looking pretty decent at the moment. Now 8th gear. Shift down the 3rd gear here. Getting nice and tidy. Bit off there, not the best, but not too bad at all, not too shabby. Down the 4th gear, try and tuck it in, rev it a little bit through. Down the 5th, tuck it in there. Wait for the car to grip, and there you go. Full power, full pace. Not a bad second time at all. We're going purple, 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 obviously, as no one's set a lap time yet. Now, once again, down to 5th gear. Chuck it in here. And then for the last corner, down the 4th. Hit the apex. Very nicely done. Up the 6th. Now 7th. And then across the line we come for a 9. 9 points to 471. That's it. We're on pole position.
As probably the happiest driver in the paddock. What a fantastic pole position.
We certainly appreciate how good a qualifying lap that was. Truly spectacular.
So that's pretty decent for us. 2.3 seconds to AI. Again, it's very slow in quali, but in the race they're brilliant. And tyre wear's going to be a big problem around here. So I sense that this race is not really, it's going to be far from easy. So I think our aim here would be just to get a podium. I don't really see anything else coming in from this. I mean, let's hope a podium's on the cards, and we'll have to see what we can do, because this is going to be far from easy. I doubt we can even... I doubt even win it, but we'll see what we can do. I think a 3-stop is what it is. I think that I don't need 2 round here, so we'll see what we can do.
The Austrian Grand Prix. The circuit is owned by Red Bull. One might think this will give them an advantage. Only time will tell. It was a wonderful day yesterday for Red Bull, and in particular Daniel Ricciardo. He produced the perfect lap in Q3 to secure pole position for today's Grand Prix.
There's no doubt that he likes this track. I think that was apparent from his wonderful qualifying pace yesterday. He'll be hoping that he can put in another good performance today, and that he can convert it into a race win.
It was a good win last time out for Lewis Hamilton, who will still be feeling buoyant going into today's race. He knows he's got the beating of the rest of the field as long as he doesn't hit any reliability issues with his Mercedes.
Well, Lewis can beat anyone on his day. His pace has been second to none at times. He just has a knack of finding those extra tenths which others can't. I'm expecting him to be particularly strong at the end of the stints today.
Yeah, I think he will be. Mercedes will be very quick round this. The race strategy, apparently a two-stop race. Going on the options, lap 11 to lap 12, that doesn't seem really normal. I don't think these options even get to lap 11. So, we'll have to try and do a three-stop here. I think we'll probably go prime for the three stops. So, we won't run any option tyre after this. So, here we go for the race, lads. We're aiming for 5 red lights here. 1 light, 2 lights, 3 lights, now 5 lights, and we are out for Austria. They have pretty dull start to say the least, quite a lot of wheel spin. Hamilton's got us, not too bad. We're going to try and do something here on the start, cut back on him, and here we go, run down to the long straight. We've got Hamilton back for P1, we're back into where we need to be, and not too bad. We made a start, look to our advantage, but he's got the front line speed. Here comes Hamilton, here he comes. We're going to leave a bit of a gap there, but it's not going to be enough to take us. We're into the lead of the Austrian Grand Prix, which is where we need to be to try and get another, gain some points on Rosberg in this championship. 36 laps, a long race distance. I don't know how long these tyres can go. This is the thing, and I think we're going to be struggling so much on these tyres towards the end of the stint. I mean, I don't even think it's going to get to lap 11, to be honest. So we're going to have to think maybe 3-stopper. We'll see how we go. We might take this simultaneously. It will happen when it happens, basically. So we're going to take it as it goes. Just trying to get a gap to Hamilton now, who's got that Mercedes power, which is going to be fantastic round here, knowing that. But we're going to have a good last sector as well. Going down the 5th gear, chucking it in there. And on the way to the last corner now, chucking it in once again. And going to come to the line to start the 2nd lap and finish the 1st lap. In the lead at 1:13.232. Also doesn't really matter at this stage because it isn't really the fast lap time. Down the 3rd gear for the 1st corner. We're going to just wrap this race up. We've got a nice little gap to Hamilton and Rosberg, so not too bad. Good start from us. And the 1st sector was the gap to Hamilton. It's not too far behind. He's 1.8 behind us, but this is where the AI gain all their time, and this is where we lose it because just the traction that we get out of the corners. The AI have some very good traction. So up to 8th gear now, down to 2nd gear, apparently. Now 5th. Now 6th. Now the 4th gear, going to try and keep it in there. Not too bad at all. And Jeff is telling me about the fuel situation. Apparently got enough until the end of the race, so we should be okay. But obviously, it's the early stages of this race. We don't know what's really going on into the fuel. We'll know towards the end of the stint, and we've got a nice little buff to Hamilton. We are extending that gap out, pulling it out because we need to do this in the early stints of the race if we have to make a 3-stop strategy work around here. So we're pulling away from the AI. We've got the pace this weekend. A 1:10.231 is our fastest lap on the 2nd lap of the race. A very decent lap indeed. We're going to really push as hard as we can. Get that gap out. Just going to really push every stint in the early stages of the tyre wear life. We're going to push the car as hard as we can to make a 3-stop stint work. Down the 2nd gear. A lot of braking there normally, so we normally wouldn't use a lot of braking. Not too bad. Get a nice run out this corner. Got a 3-second gap to the AI. A very decent gap indeed. So lap 3 of 36 is going to be a long race, I think, to handle, but we're going to try and do everything we can to win the home Grand Prix of Red Bull. Everything we've got. All the tyres, everything. And the tyres look okay at the moment, but we won't see much from the tyres until it's really finished. Just try and down the 5th gear. Oh, it's gone wide. Not too bad though. We've got 3.5 second gap. This is where we gain all the time. It's in the last sector. They lose lots of time in the last sector, and that's where we gain all the time back on them. Here we go. Last corner now of this 3rd lap. And across the line we come for a start lap 1:10.8, but in the 1:10s is where we need to be. Down the 3rd gear for the 1st corner once again, tucking it in there. A 4-second gap to Hamilton. We need to keep doing this. This is what we need to do, and we've got to avoid any punches because round here, because tyre wear is that bad, we can suffer from so much tyre wear that we might probably end up fucking getting a bit of a puncher. So we've got to try and do what we have to do. Really push this as hard as we can, and we've got a nice lead to Hamilton at the moment. It's looking very good. If we can get back to winning ways after what happened in Canada, that'll be fantastic, and we did a fantastic job in Canada to get 2nd place. So of course, it's what we need to do, finish ahead of Rosberg, and this race will be the same objective. I mean, if Hamilton wins, yeah, that means, you know, he's got momentum from Canada, but, you know, it's just what we've got to try and do. We've got to try and really cement this. He's 4.3, so he's taking a better time out of us. Not the best from us, but we should be able to get that all time. All back the last sector. Here, last corner. Track extending a little bit, which is not good. Across the line we come. Here we go. It's a 111.0, very slow compared to our fastest. And the tyres are visually looking pretty bad at the moment as we speak. So, but they're not feeling too bad. It's 4.8 the gap, but the tyres don't feel too bad, but they're not the best. Certainly not the best. Yeah, so we're going to extend this gap to this lap 6 maybe, and we'll come in for the pits. And we're going to go for prime tyres, so we know for well we're not going to be able to get this stint out to lap 11, surely not. So we've got 2 more laps to go on these tyres, I think, and then we'll come in to do a bit of an early stop to avoid punches. And the car is feeling very bad at the moment as we speak, so we've got to try and keep the gap at 4-5 seconds at the moment as we speak. And try and just cement this lead as we can, and just try to do our best, because at the moment of time we are losing time now. These tyres are going off. So we've got to Hamilton, we've got a 4.6 gap to Hamilton. Rosberg's very close by, so this has not been a bad stint for us considering our tyre wear. Down the 5th gear once again, bring it in, and now the last corner, down the 4th. Gone quite wide there to see the tyre wear starting to cause us problems. Across the line we come. They're 111.7, so we are losing time now. So we're going to come into the pits, bolt into the pits, do what we need to do. We have to avoid tyre wear problems, and the gap's basically the same sort of gap as we were last lap. So if we can just get that sort of gap to about that same sort of gap-ish, maybe lose a couple of tenths, that'll be fine. Down the 2nd gear once again. We're going to go prime basically, which is going to be just not the best way, but you have to do the only way. So we're going to avoid having any punches. That's what we've got to try and do. Down the 3rd gear, not 2nd, try to limit the rule spin. And I've just gone completely wide because I couldn't get the turn in. The car is feeling very weak as we speak in terms of steering, so we're going to have to try everything we've got. Push the car as hard as possible. Yeah, it's 4.6, so we're going to be about 4.8 down to lean mix before the stops. Save a bit of fuel in the pit lane. Going completely wide, cut in for our first stop of the day, lap 6 onto the prime tyre. And here we come for our first stop. They're completely gone, the tyres are completely gone. Here we come out to do some overtaking in this stint, really push. So we'll see what we can do. We just want to set up the primes already, so we should be okay in terms of sets. So can we come out in front of this queue behind us? I don't know. We might just rejoin in front of them. We might be just behind them. What is it? I think we're just behind them. We're behind Hulkenberg. Anyone else? No. Yes, it's Kvyat. So we're behind Kvyat. So we're just trying to warm our tyres here. Weave a little bit. And we've got... Oh, gear. Right on. Down the 2nd gear. Just turn it in. We're going to have the grip early. We're going to try and get past our teammates as quick as we can. Slipstream. Everything we've got. Just trying our best. I think he's got the straight line speed and the grip. Here we go. Up the inside of our teammate. Using a bit of the grass. But we've got him up to 8th place. And now we've got Hulkenberg in pursuit of Hulkenberg right behind him. Going to get in front of him to even have any impact on the AI. We're going to try something. Do we cut back on him? Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. We've got a good run here. Up the inside. Yes, we have. We've got him. We've got Hulkenberg for P7. It's where we need to be. And we're chasing down Felipe Massa. So this is basically where we're going to be at the moment of time. We're basically in 7th place if we're doing a 3-stop strategy here. So basically we're in a 3-stop territory. We're in net 7th place because everyone around us is going to do 2 stops. So we know we're going to really push out this stint and really push these next 10 laps like hard. So try and get that gap out to the AI. I think we can do this. We can get the podium, but I don't know. The wind's going to be very tough. I mean, once these tyres go off, they're gone. The AI will catch us quite quickly because of fresher tyres on us when they come in for their option stints. They're going to be really quick in the option stint. But we've got the benefit of just fresh tyres as we speak. We're going to make the most of this stint. So lap 16 we'll be hitting once again for another set of primes. And then we'll see what we can do from there. If we can go on to options for the end, that would be good. I don't think that's possible, but it depends on the tyre wear. We'll have to try and do what we have to do best, and that is racing as hard as we can down the 4th gear, tucking it in there. Oh, we've got a massive slide there, loss of traction. Not too bad, not too bad. We're okay. We're catching Massa at a rate of knots. Massa, we are coming for you, Massa. You got the surround speed of that Mercedes, but sorry, but you're going to be caught up in the last couple of corners. We're going to catch Massa like a bull on fire, and it is the Austrian Grand Prix. We're going to try and do the best job possible. No DRS as we speak. We've got slipstream though, across the line at 111.8, not the best of laps. We had a bit of a slide, but not too bad. We're fighting for this. And we have just got a good exit there. Slipstream, will this help us? Can we do a move? Can we have a move on Massa? Here we go. Up to 8th gear. No, he's getting away from us with it. Even with that Mercedes power. We'll try and have a look of the inside maybe. We'll scare him off the racetrack. Keep him on the outside. Is he still there? Yes, he is. We're going to let him have room. Bit of DRS. Will that help us? I think the Mercedes... Oh, look at him. He's coming back at us. Even with Mercedes power, he still got us back. Even with DRS. And there you go. That's the move done. Completed for us. Up to P6. Fantastic move. And now in pursuit of Kimi Raikkonen. Look at it. We actually are catching the AI up very quickly. So we've got a good chance here. We've got a good chance of getting a good position in this race. So big push now. All the way 5.5 to Raikkonen. So they pit lap 11. We should catch Raikkonen before he comes into us for his stops. So that means we're in let P5. Down the 5th gear. And now down the 4th gear. Cutting it in there. Now, out the gearbox we go. Across the line at 111.4, with an improvement of 4.6 to Raikkonen now. So looking very decent as we speak. Down the 3rd gear, clip the apex, bit of a slide out of our 1st corner. Not too bad. We've got a nice gap to Master, so no threat from the car behind. We are closing on Kimi Raikkonen. This race is going to be fantastic. I just sense it. It's going to be amazing. I think different strategies everywhere. 3 stops will work. It's going to be neat with the car. 4.8, so top speed up Ferrari power is pretty decent as we speak. No problems, such problems for the Ferrari engine unit or the Mercedes at the moment, because they are pretty quick in a straight line around here. But we have got the car handling very nicely in the corners, and that's where the AI are losing time with their tyre wear. I think he's getting blocked by one of the cars. Well, I think that's 2 cars. I think they're fighting. I think Raikkonen's fighting with someone. Could be, I think it's Williams. So he's getting delayed. Hold up. So 3.9 the gap, and we're going to take up even more time in the last sector because we're very quick round there. Actually, are we running in lean? We are. Well, I didn't realise that. So now it's time to put the standard mix, and now it's time to really fight. Didn't realise we're in lean mix. Dear me. Okay, so there's some saved. That's some fuel saved. So that puts us in a good position. 2.1 gap to Bottas. So Raikkonen's has got Bottas. So we've got some time to gain now, so we don't have to worry about fuel too much. Got 5 more laps on these tyres. Can't believe that. This thing's gone very quickly. 5 laps gone down, ish. We'll try and get this. Maybe we'll try and get to lap 17, maybe. Oh god, a massive slide there. 2.8 on the power. But we are closing on Bottas and Raikkonen. They're going to be in danger. This is from net P4, but they'll be in this lap. One of them will be in this lap surely. If not, they'll be double stacking, so we'll be stealthily in net P4. And there's the top 3, so we're actually going to make this work maybe. We could make this work. I've gone very wide. We're going to try and use all the power, all the grip we've got. And got a nice run on Bottas. Here we go. P5, can we get this done? Is he going to switch into the pit lane? I don't know, he can't really do much. And there's Raikkonen in the pit. Oh, we've hit him! We've hit Raikkonen! Right, not too bad, not too bad. And now we've got to really push. We've hit Raikkonen pretty hard there, and that is really my error. I shouldn't have used all that. So we're now going to really push as time lost. Then back into P1, we're back where we were, but we lost a lot of time there, an important time. So we're back ahead of the AI. Got to worry, we're 3rd through this race. We're going to really push now. They'll be on the option tyre, but they're going to be struggling for the next couple of laps. So if we hadn't skidded off Raikkonen, we would definitely be fine, but we've just made a mistake. Damn. And where's Hamilton? Did he hit the queue? Did Rosberg get past Hamilton? I'm guessing he did. So maybe that's a bummer, isn't it? For us, we're gonna have to really fight for this then. So lap 16 will come into the pits. Just to be on the safe side. I want to go for no, not option tyre. Not what we wanted. Prime tyre, thank you. They got tall core tyres. We're gonna be making the most of this. Bit of a slide out of the last corner. Across the line, here we come. Lap 13. 11.8. Not that best of laps, but we're gonna have to really push now, really hard. 4.8 is the gap. Bit of a slide out of the first corner once again. So it's not been the best for us. We've lost at least 4 seconds, and that's been with Ricciardo at least. So we would have been at least 9 seconds in front. 4.8 still the gap. So yeah, no wonder this tyre wear. Engineer, I know this tyre wear. Hopefully traffic plays a part into this race. We've gone on the second gear, which is probably the worst gear to go in, because I've had a heap of rear traction loss, and the tyres are looking in bad shape at the moment as we speak. So we're going to have to really stretch out this stint. And to be honest, the rare race between the option and the prime isn't that much, to be honest. So maybe I might take a gamble on going the option tyre in this race, because, you know, why not? 4.4 is the gap. So I think we've got to keep it at 5 seconds for me coming again. So. But they are in the option tyre, remember, so the AI will be struggling. Across the line we come for lap 14 out of 36, 22 laps to go, long way to go yet. So 4.35 the gap, so he's put us up by 3/10. Hamilton's in the window as well. So we're going to think on our feet here what we're going to do. We're going to have to really defend against. Bit of a slide there, 4.6 the gap. Up the gearbox. Down the third gear, clip the apex maybe. Can we not get any rules bin this time? Yeah, not the best turn-ins to be honest, not the best of exits either. So Rosberg will definitely be in sight in the next couple of laps surely. When these tyres fall off the cliff, he'll be there. But those options will not last him. I think they're going to be really struggling towards the end of the stint for the those tyres. 3.7 is the gap, so he's catching us pretty quickly indeed. And if we can just keep there with him, it has to be a very remarkable race. And I think we've really messed ourselves up really with Raikkonen, because you know the problem is with pit lane, it's so weird because it just. The entry is so weird, so odd. 3.8 is the gap. Bit of a slide out of the last corner. 21 laps to go in this race. Can we extend this stint out and keep this, get some breathing space between Rosberg and I? We've got some traffic ahead, so that might play a part in it. So Manor. 0.7 is the gap. And look how close Rosberg is getting. He's getting very close to us. So. This is going to be a penultimate lap on these tyres. I'm going to really push the boat out for the Red Bull team. I know I've had a massive slide out of corner. Not the best of exits. We're going to lose even more time. This is where we're losing our time. It's here. And I've had a massive slide there as well, and that's not helping us. We lost a 1.6 seconds lost. And then I've had another slide, so that's it. I'm bailing out. I'm bailing out. We're losing too much time. We're losing too much time. Here comes Rosberg. I'm bailing out of this. We are not continuing this stint now like this. We're bailing out. We've put ourselves under too much pressure. We're bailing out of this. Tyres are gone. That slide with Raikkonen did not help us whatsoever. So we're into the pits a little bit earlier than normal. We can definitely get these out by another 10 more laps. Right, primes we go, back out. So that collision with Raikkonen never helped us. We lost a lot of time. Hadn't I not done that, I would have been in front of them too, definitely. So this is for net P3 now. We're going to trace after them now on fresh tyres. So basically we're net P5, so not too bad. Not too bad at all. Net P5. So aim for this race would be second place, but ideally I don't want that, I want the win. But at this moment in time I don't see it happening, only if we have some really fast laps. And the AI will be struggling on those option tyres when they wear out. They're going to be struggling for grip and everything. Down the third gear this time. Can we get the turn in? Yes, we can, and that's not too bad at all. We didn't lose second gear, so they've just gone to the last sector now. We're coming across to come for the last sector of this race. 20 laps to go. This is going to be amazing. 8.2 the gap, so we've definitely lost a lot of time. We lost at least 5 seconds. We would have been right on their gearbox. We'll not crash over Ricciardo, but we've got to move on from that. That's our mistake. That's our error. That's the way it rolls. Here we go for the end of lap 16. Our tyres are all warmed up now. It's a 12.1 gap to Raikkonen and Bottas, who are fighting away still for that precious P3 at the moment. But we want to be into net P3 before our stop, so that's going to be incredible. So if we can get to net P3 before our next stop, we're going to be in a very big shot of actually really pushing the AI very hard. Because they'll be on prime tyres, we're on prime tyres as we speak. And this is going to be a monumental battle. So like I said, primes for our next stop, so lap 26 will be our next stop. So we're in some free air here, we can really crank up the times here. Down the fourth gear, and look, the grip is just, how much time you gain out of getting so much grip is just out of order. Down the fifth gear, I've gone quite wide there actually, not the best of lines at all. So there's a 5.8 gap to Bottas now, he's down to P4. So Bottas was running in that P3 position, now it's Raikkonen who's in that P3 position. Down the wrong gear there. Across the line we come. Are we ever closer? Let's have a look. We are 4.6 the gap. So we're very close. So whilst them two are squabbling over position, we're really capping us a lot. So we're going to really push now. Push the boat out. There's traffic ahead as well, so that's going to really help us catch them up. So I think maybe lap 20 we'll be on them. We'll close together lap 19, but we're very close to them at lap 20. Ready to pounce for an overtake for net P3. We're going to really make this work. Half distance now. It's very tense as we speak. And it's going to be very tense. Bottas is losing time. It's 3.2 the gap now. So we're going to be really quick in the next lap or so. We can really use all this grip we've got. They won't be pitting until lap 20s in their 20s, so this is going to be amazing. Across the line, here we come. It's a 2.2 second gap. We're taking a lot of time in the last sector. Down the third gear once again, trying to really stretch, try and really just hammer it in. We're another 7 laps on these tyres as it is, so we've got to really hammer these times in. Get these quite long. On the second gear, right on Bottas. I think we might have him this lap, and then we have Raikkonen on the next lap. Here we go. Pushing as hard as we can. This is where it all matters. This sector here, we'll be able to hook up something in the last sector. So Bottas. Got that Mercedes power unit, but we're going to have that extra advantage of tyres. There's from net P3. P3? Where's Raikkonen? Wait, hang a minute. There's someone retired. I think the Mercedes retired. Who's the Mercedes? I wonder who that is. Can we make an overtake on Bottas here? Can we do it, lads? In the slipstream, I don't think it's enough. Yes, we can up the inside. Where's Mary going to go? Is he going to get our way? No, he's not. He's going to fuck on the apex. Get out of the way, Mary. No, he's... Oh, my God, the AI. You mad? He got in our way. What an idiot. This keeps going wrong for us. That's it. Attacking now. Yeah, corner cut. Let's do that. Sorry, but that was out of order for Mary. She got out of my way. He just parked it on the apex, and I'm sorry, that is out of order. You don't do that to a fast car. And that's really spoiled my run. I wonder who's in P1. I don't know who it is. I want a race update. So I think they just said 9 seconds to the leader. So hang on a minute, I think the two Mercedes have had a clash. But definitely, we've got a chance here. Now, Bottas once again is where we overtook him earlier. We should have been on Raikkonen by now. The time has been lost. No fault of our own. Oh, I've got to run here. We might back off here. Wait for it, and we're going to go now. Here we go. Power everything. Come on. First corner. We've got to make this stick. We've got a good run here. Here we go. I'm on the inside of the Williams. Job done. Up the P3. We're where we need to be. It's now Raikkonen up the road. Who's in P1? I want to know. Can we catch Raikkonen so we know who's in P1? 5 laps to go in this race. Well, not 5 laps. I'm talking about 15 laps. 5 laps on these tyres, and then. So let's we're gonna have to really push now. Try and see if we can get in front of Raikkonen before our tyres fall off. Well, not literally, but yeah, fall off the cliff. I think we will do. I think you pit in, so I think the IO will be pitting in sort of this lap, I think, or maybe the next lap. So I remember our last stops were like 22, 23-ish, so we have got a lot of grip on these tyres. Actually, they feel okay. So 2.2 is the gap to Raikkonen, so we should close the gap up a lot. Hamilton. So actually, this is going to really help our championship. If we can get into P2, we don't have to win this race to even think about a championship. You know, even think about, you know, worrying about Rosberg. Rosberg is nowhere to be seen. So this takes some pressure off a lot. But however, if Hamilton wins this race, he'll be a threat in the championship, and that'll definitely put us in a very big three-way fight for the championship. So we've got to really push now. I don't know where Hamilton is exactly. They haven't pitted yet, all these guys, so it'd be nice to know, but I don't know if I got DRS. No, I haven't. So this lap's got to be a lap where we overtake Raikkonen and see if we can make some inroads in on Hamilton, but I don't know. We'll have to see. Bit of tyre wear. So a bit of tyre wear problems as we speak. So 4 laps to go on these tyres. Currently 3 laps. I've gone quite wide here, and I think that's the understeer from Raikkonen's. That's not my fault when I got even more there. Look at that, terrible. So these tyres are falling off the cliff. I've lost a lot of time from that, and Raikkonen's in, he's bolted in. Don't hit Raikkonen, and I nearly did the same thing as I did on the first stop. Little take, no, he's in the pits. He's back through. Right. So I'm guessing that's Hamilton in the pits. As it is. So this is going to be a monumental scrap for P1 and the top 3 finish, because Raikkonen is not far from Hamilton. So it was a 9-second gap. So we've got definitely a big race on our hands if we want to get this win today. And you know, obviously Rosberg retiring for whatever reason that was, it's just really helped us and eased us through. It's really gonna put an advantage in our hand. I mean, even if we come second in this race, it's 18 points. You know, 18 points. It's gonna be a leader championship. Okay, it's not a win, of course, which is what we want to do. But I know I just had a massive moment there on these tyres. So these tyres are coming off very quickly. Just gonna try and hang it in there, and it is just terrible. It's terrible. The feel of these tyres, it's just dreadful. It's just turning is gone. So I don't know what we're gonna do here. We're definitely gonna have to go for a long run here. If we can catch Hamilton towards the end of the race, even on fresh primes, that would be lucky. But we're gonna have to really push this out. And there's some more guys in the pit, so there's gonna be some lap cars to face with for Hamilton. So this might play into this part of this game in terms of the race. So next lap, I don't know, I'm debating to pit maybe next lap. I don't know, I'm thinking about it in my head. But maybe that puts us a bit of a disadvantage towards the end. I had a massive moment there. Car just broke out of loss of traction. So maybe I might have to think about next lap. I might have to think about it. 40% fuel is pretty decent at this stage. Down the 4th gear, it's not feeling too bad. Yeah, it's gone wide for me, and that's thank you Ericsson very much. That's the way you let someone go. Unlike Mary, for example. Vettel's in P3 now, so where's Raikkonen gone? So I'm wondering if maybe, I don't know, Raikkonen maybe lost time to Bottas maybe. 12-second gap to Hamilton now, looking pretty decent. So we're going to be behind them too, surely. This is the lap. Did we decide to pit in this lap depending on the tyre wear situation and turn in? Not too bad at all. So we could debate it, but I don't know. I mean, it's a risk to go a lap longer. And maybe traffic, I mean, if I stayed out, maybe the traffic will maybe play a part in this. So maybe we just stay out for another lap after this. There's an incident ahead. So, who's that? Is that, oh, the Saints? I've just got completely disturbed by that. I've had to go completely wide. So maybe, do I pit this lap? How are the tyres feel in this section? Not the best, but I tell you something, because of traffic, I might just risk it for a biscuit and stay out. I'm just going to risk it for a biscuit. One more lap, so it gives us some breathing space towards the end, so we can really fire out. Yeah, it's 11 seconds to gap, but he'll be facing AI. So, tyres, prime tyres confirm. No way, it's 2 more laps, you can go away, AI. We're boxing this lap. So, boxing this lap, 10.9 the gap. If my tyres go and give me a puncher, I'm not going to be the happiest man on earth after coming all this way with this. Not a bad exit there at all. 10.8 the gap. Brake a little bit more than the normal. Oh, not the best there. Tyres are feeling very gone now. Just keep it in there. Last couple of corners now for these tyres. They're feeling absolutely wrecked. I think it gets me like 9 seconds at least. Yeah, it's going to be 9.7, so into the pits we come for our final stop of the day. It's been quite a hard stint for us. But in we come, no punches whatsoever. We're fighting for that P2 podium. It's got to be on our minds. Hamilton's coming across the line right now as we speak. We're in the pit box. I think here he comes. That's Hamilton. So here we go. Can we do something here? I mean, he's way ahead of us, but we're going to be in the fresh at primes. We're going to be looking pretty decent. Is that Vettel? Yes, it is. So Vettel will be ahead of us as well. So here it comes. The biggest race of our lives, I think, at the moment on this game. We're just in front of Raikkonen, so we're going to try and weed these tyres up to temperature. We're doing that, so we just get these tyres back in the operating window as quick as we can. 9 laps to go in this race. It's going to be a tremendous battle for the last win, if we can even do this after what's happened in this race with Raikkonen, Merry. This would be an amazing result, and just got to try and think about it. We've got, I think, in my opinion, we're going to have to try and overtake Vettel in the next sort of 2 laps or so to have any chance of a shot at Hamilton. So whatever, I think Hamilton's on the op prime as well, so we're all in the same boat here. We're in the same tyres, but I've got younger tyres. We're going to be okay on tyres for the end as well. So that means we've got everything in our hands. This is for the race win now. If we can win this race, last corner now, lap 27, DRS, everything we've got, slipstream. Can we close? Can we get right? Can we get him into this first corner? Here we go. Going to pull early, late at the inside of Vettel. If we have him, we have Vettel. Fantastic move. We need to get that done as quick as we could. And that's 8 more laps left in this Grand Prix at Austria. And what is the time to Hamilton? It's only 8.6 seconds. Can we close that up, lads? I think we can. It's going to be quite hard though. That Mercedes power is monumentally good, but traffic is a problem for the AI. They have problems with traffic. They can't pass for hell in this game. So we are going to be up in the driving seat almost for this race. We're going to be really fast. And ever since Rosberg retired from you know, from this race, it's really put the wind up. I mean, you know, Rosberg looked quite a big threat, and if it wasn't for him retiring, we wouldn't be in this position. We'd be fine P2. So this is going to be it. 8.1 to Hamilton right now. Last couple of corners here. He's surely going to be delayed by the AI. This is going to be a monumental scrap for the win. And he's got coming across the line. What's the gap right now? It's going to be another fast lap, 10.0 and a 6.9 gap. We have taken so much time out of Hamilton in the last sector. So it's the last sector we gain all the time. 10.0 is our fastest lap time round Austria at this racetrack at the moment, and it's going to be a fantastic battle for, you know, a monumental finish. Could be just the last sort of couple of, you know, laps until we catch Hamilton, but his traffic is going to be out of order, and I think on us it's going to be quite difficult as well. I think he's coming around this next corner just now, so down the third gear, trying to see what we can do. I think we're going to have to try and get this car in front. I think it's Alonso in front of us as we speak. We have another 7 more laps to go in this race. It's going to be tight, so I sense it. It's going to be such a tight battle for the win. 6.2 is the gap. It's Alonso. Can he get out of the way, Alonso, please? I think he has. He's gone. That's fantastic from Alonso. I think Hamilton's gone past the last corner now, and we're coming to the last corner right now. We hit the apex. No DRS on Ericsson, which would help a lot. What's the gap now? This is 5.2 gap. We are closing the gap. We've got to try, and he's hit traffic, I think, as well. So this is going to be epic. This is going to be epic. Here we go on Ericsson. Please, Ericsson, don't do anything bad, mate, for me. Thank you. Good stuff. And I think that's right. Hamilton is stuck in traffic, and this is going to be a monumental. I don't know. I see Grosjean, I think, or one of the Lotuses there. So I think he's in the middle of that pack. I think so. I think he's just ahead of someone. Someone's got DRS in that pack. Is that Hamilton there, or is it my eye deceiving me? No, I don't think it is. So I think Hamilton's in front of them. I'm just getting too excited, but he's casting this next set of corners. He's got more traffic to deal with as well. 6 more laps left, lads. It's going to be a photo finish. 4.5 gap to Hamilton right now. With a big can this traffic get out of our way because they can. Maybe the last corner will help us. Down the 5th gear, chucking it in. Now it's the last couple of corners here. Towards the end, we're going to wait, and then we're going to hit it right now. Where's he going? Thank you, Grosjean. You tip me out. And Perez gets out of the way as well. 3.9. AI are being very kind to me today. Ish. Say that, Palmieri. Right, slipstream now. Everything we've got. Going to get Nazar as well. Lap him. 5 more laps. It's coming to the end now of this race. It's been a fantastic battle. Adrenaline pumping. Disaster points. 3.4 is the gap to Hamilton. Can we do anything? We really want this so badly. This win would be so good. Obviously, second place equally as good. But I'm sure I've got the pace, and there's more like cars in front. This is going to really play into our advantage. The last sector is where we gain all the time, so maybe the next couple of laps or so we should be on Hamilton. We'll be patient. Down the 4th gear, and we are very close. I can see him. 2.9, and I can, if you imagine in real life, the Austrian crowd would be like, "Come on, Daniel! Come on, Daniel!" Because for Red Bull to win in the home circuit would be amazing. And this is what they've always dreamed of. And to do this would be amazing. He's coming across the right line right now, and we're going to come across the line right now too. And what's the gap? It's 2.2. We're really on Hamilton. This is the first corner. Once again, we gain a lot of time here as well. Not a lot, but a couple of attempts, and that will really help us. And the lap cars are ahead of Hamilton. This would really be Titanic if we get held up and we spin out. This would not be fantastic, but there's a massive pack ahead. I sense Hamilton's going to be really blocked, and he is. He's getting blocked, and Mary is once again in the way, showing a bit of an inexperience from that guy. And we're through. Hamilton is right in our sights. He's right there. Surely this is our chance, best chance. Steering it in, turning it in there. Not too bad. We're right on Hamilton. This is going to be it. The last sector. It's got to be it. 4th gear. Hang it there. And try and get the cut back. No, really. I'm going to try and cut back here. Get on power really early. Lose a bit of slipstream here. Can we hit Hamilton here? We're going to think about it. Both of us are through. but we're not going to wait here. We're going to wait. This is our favourite overtaking spot here. Going to try and get a nice exit. Got a good exit here. This is going to be it. Hamilton, it's going to be it. Here we go. Up the inside. This is where we've overtaken so many people before. And we're up the inside, and it's done. We've done him. Hamilton, he's down to P2. We've taken the lead of the Austrian Grand Prix once again, like we did in, the first stint of the race, and we're in position in the driving seat of this win. We're in it right now. We're in it to win it, and this is what we need to do. 3 stops, a completely different strategy to the AI, and it just shows this is the fastest strategy. Tyres worn so quickly, and we had crashes with Mary and Raikkonen, and this is the time these 2 guys in front of us are fighting. I think that's a McLaren Honda and a Lotus, I think. But now it's just trying to extend the gap out, and just a bit of a slide there, wrong gear, everything. I think it's Button and Maldonado, so I knew it was a McLaren Honda because I could see from the paintwork. Maldonado, don't get in our way this time. We've got a 2-second gap to Hamilton. We want to extend that gap out a little bit more. Sparks flying from the back of Maldonado's car. We've got a nice catch up here, but do we try it? Yes, we do. We locked up a little bit there. But look at that. How is Button in P9? That's just, we're not going to spoil Button's race. No way. We've got to try and get McLaren Honda those precious points. I think even if he gets P10, that would be fantastic. McLaren Honda. But moving on to the Red Bull story. Yeah, we've just got to try and bring this gap out. A couple of laps to go. I mean, we didn't win in Canada, down to all our faults, spinning out, hitting the wall so many times was unbelievable. Here we had a lot of errors, Mary, Ricciardo and Raikkonen. This would be a nice win to take away, and it'll put us in the lead of the championship surely. And this would really benefit both me and Hamilton big time, but Hamilton would have liked to win this race because, back-to-back wins would have been cool to see, but that means that it would have been a 3-way battle, and now getting a bit more points for Hamilton would be amazing. The next step after this race is Hungary. Not my best circuit, and I think the AI will be pretty quick around there, so I don't know if this leader challenge is going to be short-lived. Probably will be, because Hungary are not particularly good for setting up the cars, so it'll be quite interesting around there, and tyre wear is going to be a pain as well, so it might be like this. So we can just push this. Here we go. Last lap now. We'll come on for 2 more laps to go of this Austrian Grand Prix. 3.2 is the gap to Hamilton, comfortable, I think, at the moment. So it's 5 kilos, or maybe we'll just save it down, put it down to lean mix now. Just short shift a bit. The last 2 laps of the race, we've got this under control. So now it's in our hand. 3.4 is the gap, short shift. Don't do too much with the car, just save the car, save the gearbox, save the fuel as much as we can. Just short shift as much as we can to save the fuel. We don't want to run out of fuel for the end. We've really pushed this race so hard. It's been quite an amazing race. It's 3.3 the gap, so he's going to catch us because we're not using all the engine power. Down the 5th gear, clip the apex, beautifully done. Down the 4th, last corner. Hit the apex. There we go for the last lap. 12.6, quite slow in terms of the lap time. Just saving the fuel as much as we can. This is still 3.4 the gap, so yeah, it's still pretty decent. We're just keeping it at that sort of pace, and the car's done fantastically well, definitely in this race. Let's knock it down to 2nd gear now. Clip the apex-ish. Brilliantly, 3.3 is the gap. Just doing what we need to do for the last time at this racetrack. Down the 2nd gear, hit the apex, and there we come for the last, coming to the lot, and he's set the corners for the last time. It's gonna be amazing here. Down the 4th gear, hanging it in there. 3-second gap to Hamilton, and now we can start thinking the Austrian car are going to be mental. The team's going to be so happy. Austrian team, Austrian owner, Dietrich Matej will be very happy. Here we come to the line. It's going to be Daniel Ricciardo for another race win, the 4th of the season at Red Bull's home circuit, Austria. What a job. Yes, lads, fantastic. And it's fantastic to be back on the top side of the podium. Obviously, it kind of didn't go very well for us, but we win at our home event in the Red Bull. Amazing. And here come the champagne celebrations. Daniel Ricciardo, 4th win of the season, and in a championship leading position. Fantastic job from us. It's what we needed, really. I mean, Rosberg's been consistent all season, and you know, we messed up the beginning start, and we have just done a good job.
Ricciardo. He's had a great weekend and leaves here with the race win.
You can't fault their commitment today. They really pushed hard and were rewarded with a race win. Fantastic achievement.
After all this drama, you'd be mad not to join us for the next race. We hope to see you then. Take care.
So fantastic race from us. 3 stops. I think a lot of people did 3 stops in the race, but look at that. Jenson Button in P11. That's a shame he didn't get the win there, get the points there, but fantastic job from us. And look at that Ferrari with Vettel in 6th only, and Raikkonen got the podium instead of, you know, Vettel. So look at that, fantastic stuff from us. And Nico Rosberg got a DNF, and I wonder what lap that was. He had 1 stop, so let's have a look at the race director. What lap was that? Have a look. Lap, didn't say. Alright, so that's a shame. Quite early stint then, so not too bad. And here comes this, 144 points in the championship. We're leading away by 9 points. Amazing job from us and the team. And in the Constructors' Championship, we closed that gap to Mercedes. They got 250 points. We're now 84 behind them, so we're nearly 100 points behind them. But that's fantastic. Doing what we need to do, and that's amazing. We've got a nice gap, and we're leading straight away. So guys, if you enjoyed this episode of Career Mode, please leave a like and subscribe for more racing content on this channel. And tomorrow, we'll be back, or in the next couple of days, we're back for episode 9. Thanks guys.